sir. Appreciate it.
Look at the team coming back. Give me 2 or 3 guys on defense you consider vital for next season.
Yeah, man. Like Coach B always talked to the team about, it started up front. We had a couple standout guys on the defensive line last year. I want to give huge kudos to Johnny Newton and Keith Randolph. Those are going to be some guys that's going to be very great contributors to this defense for this upcoming year. Really, the back seven too. You got the linebackers too. We got CJ Hart coming back. He'll be a great asset to this team, and really all the guys around that's on the defense. We all gonna put in the work that we need to do so we can be better than we were last year.
Do you feel you have to be a leader this coming year again? Is that going to be critical for the success of the defense?
Yes, sir. Most definitely. Me being an older guy, I've been around college football. It's gonna be my 6th year. I've been around here for a long time, so I know a lot of ins and outs to this game, and just being the figure that the young guys can be able to look up to, and just to follow it after me, and so they can become leaders after I leave, or they already leaders now. It's just something that I can just help them out with while I'm here, while I have the time.
Thanks, Jamal.
Thank you.
Hey, Jamal, I'm Andy from the Decatur Herald Review. I guess kind of just to start, when you were kind of making that decision to come back for your 6th year, what kind of coaches or players did you kind of lean on for that process, and how do those kind of conversations help you make the decision you made?
So I would say, I talked to a lot of the coaches here, from Coach Jamal to Coach B. I even talked to some athletic trainers. It was some hard conversations that we had after the season. Just to talk about my movements from last year. Where would I be ending up this year? And with the great conversations I had with the staff on this at this program, it allows me to come back and play another year, and I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for the opportunity they have gave me, and I'm gonna use it all. I'm use my best ability to it.
What, I guess, are you most excited for this year, and what do you kind of see your role being for the defense?
I'm most excited to see where this team is going to end up at. Last year with the staff in their first year, we did fairly decent. But I believe that this year, this could be the year. We got a lot of guys returning, and we got some key guys that's transferring from other schools that's gonna be able to fill in the roles of the guys that we are missing. And I think it's gonna turn out real great for us this year. And with me being my role, I want to. I'm still a leader on this team, and whatever coach want me to do, I'm all for it. I want to be a starter. I want to have a significant role in this defense. Like I said, whatever Coach B, Coach Jamo, Coach Walters will want me to do, I'm all for it.
Thanks, Jamal.
Appreciate you.
Jamal, last year you frankly just said a successful year would be a healthy year for you. Are the goals different this year after being able to play 10 games this past year for you?
With me saying that I wanted a healthy year last year, I made it to 10 games. Some years before that, I couldn't even make it there. And that's still one of my big goals, is to have a healthy year to make it throughout the whole season. So after the season, I can play more football down the line.
Did you feel like you were able to, stay as healthy as you wanted to for those 10 games, or did you feel like you were still kind of limited throughout the last year?
I believe with my trust into the training room, the training staff, Jeremy Bush and his team, they allowed me to be able to withstand this season. I got hurt towards the end of the season, but I believe that they had the right protocols for me to be able to make it to the season and play as many games as I did.
Thanks, Jamal.
Appreciate you.
Hey, Jamal, I wanted to follow up on that a little bit. Was there any thought, with the injuries, about, a 6 year is just a long time in college football anyway, but was there ever a thought man, this has just been a long 5 years? How much did you weigh kind of your injury history and just one more year?
Right. I always have voices in my head, they sometimes you just gotta fight those voices. And I had conversations with my training staff, and they said if I had a chance to play football, I'm gonna take that chance. I believed in everything that they said, and everything that they told me has been becoming true. And this is just another year for me to get more healthy. Get the ankle right, and be able to go out on the field and just play better.
Do you anticipate being able to go through spring ball this spring and then into training camp, or?
Yeah, that'll be some things that me and the training staff will talk about, and whatever it takes to get me to the season, and to be able to play every game in the season. That's what I'm for.
And then one more thing for me. I mean, I know we talked about it a little bit last year, being kind of one of the older guys in the
Yeah.
defensive line room. It's still pretty young, even though Johnny and Keith are getting a little bit older. But what's your role there and still helping those guys along, even though they've been in college football for another year now?
Right. Yeah, man, I'm like that uncle that's gonna tell you, the good news, man, that help you down the right path. And that's how I am. I'm like a bigger brother to them. They always come to me with their problems. They ask me what do I see that they can do better in, and I'm just here. I'm a helping hand for whatever it is. Like you said, the group may be getting a little older, but they're still young guys. But and I'm here for it.
Appreciate it, Jamal. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Joe.
Hey, Jamal, good afternoon. I kind of wanted to ask you a similar question with your injury history in the past. I know Coach B kind of brought in Coach Tank Wright and did some kind of different things in the weight room and in the training philosophies. How much do you think that maybe helped you stay healthy this last year?
I would say a lot. Coach Tank, he's amazing. As a guy who works a lot on mobility and flexibility, just making sure we maintain the proper muscle mass and stuff like that. All that plays a factor in how many games I played in this year. He transformed our bodies tremendously. And I'm very grateful for all the hard work that he's been, putting into us since day one, since he got here, and you can just see it really on everybody that's here. A lot of people body fat have changed, muscles changed with Coach Tank, and he's legit. And I believe that he's a person that helped me out a lot.
So what is it about his methodologies, I guess, that, really work well for you and I guess allowed you to maybe stay healthier or move a little bit better or what have you throughout the rest of the season?
Yeah, Coach Tank, he knows how to strain your body, but he also knows how to lay off on it. When your body is too fatigued and when he knows that it probably couldn't take no more, he knows how to, give you the proper rest time to allow your body to heal up properly so you can be able to do all the activities on the field. And that's a big thing that helped me out this year.
And then one last quick one that I guess I have in terms of the recovery process that you guys have after workouts, whether that's stretching, yoga, all the different things that they give you guys with the smoothies and everything. Like, how much did that really help your muscles just recover and just get back to not being sore? Maybe just like getting used to getting sore is a term I think I've heard Coach B use in the past.
Yeah, like with Coach Tank, he preaches a lot about, recovery. That's his number one. After you build your muscles, after you do all these other things, recovery, that's the top of his list. He talked about a lot about hydration, sleep, and just coming in to get some extra stretch in or roll out, and just the soft tissue stuff. He know how to handle those problems. And with everybody on the team, we go through it every day, and which allows us to be more healthy than we were before.
Thanks, Jamal. Enjoy your first day of classes, man.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Jamal, you mentioned Keith and Johnny. I'm just wondering what stood out to you about them, having such great years.
Right, yeah, man. Some dogs. Johnny and Keith, they are some dogs. I remember Keith when he was real small. He was playing defensive end, not like got 300 in the inside, and he's doing damage. You seen during the Penn State games and all the other games. Those guys was out there for a lot of reps, but they was giving it up. They all came out with a lot of plays, and they helped the team win a few games last year. And I can't wait to see what they can do this year.
And then you kind of mentioned your role before, but does that push you to be like, hey, this is still my time to do it? I mean, how do you kind of fit in with those guys?
Yeah, man. We all got that mentality that it's still our time, but like I said, I'm ready for whatever coach want me to do. You know, I'm gonna play my role and you know, just help guide the others along. You know, like I said, I'm still the older guy in here, and you know, it's just whatever coach want me to do, I'm for it all.
And then just one more for you. I just want to ask you, I don't know if I've asked you this, so much more success this year defensively than past years. What was it about what the staff did with you guys that you were able to have that kind of success, especially during Big Ten play?
Yeah, man, we got that swagger back, you know, with Coach Walters and his defense. I love it, man. You know, we run a lot of stuff. A lot of people didn't expect for us, you know, to come out in these different fronts and stuff that we were coming in, and like he just made the defense like we was some dogs. Like I said, with Keith and Johnny, I can say that about the whole defense. Everybody's a hunt. Every play that you see on the film, you're gonna see 11 guys running to the football, trying to go get that play. And this is just something that he preached to us, and everybody use it, and it made us who we are today.
Thanks, Jamal. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you, Jeremy.
Hey, Jamal, I don't want to harp on this point, and apologies for asking again, but just you said the voices, you know, you always had voices in your head or trying to come back. What for someone who hasn't experienced that, what's that like? What are those? What are you weighing specifically when you kind of talk about that?
When I say voices, it's just the people, like not people, but like just you just got a voice in your head that's telling you to give up. You know, it's telling you to maybe it's not for you. Maybe you need to stop. Maybe you need to try something else. But you know, I gotta fight those voices and tell them like this is what I'm here for. You know, I didn't come up here for nothing. You know, and I'm do everything I can to get to my goal at the end of my career. You know, and this is just, you know, you just got to fight those voices and tell them like, you know, you ain't real. You're not real, and I'm just gonna keep going with what I'm doing.
Where does that fight come from? Because like rehab's not easy, right? Like
Right.
where does it come from to do it over and over there?
Yeah, man. I'm raised in a family that told me never to give up. You know, my mom, my dad, my brother. You know, it was times when I was younger. You know, I don't remember if I told y'all this story before. I mean, my brother had us outside tackling trees. You know, the tree never used to fall down, still in the same spot right now. And it's just something I remember we used to say we was hurt all the time and all this, and he used to tell us not to give up because at the end of the day, you trying to get to your bigger goal, and you know, we just gotta outwork those voices. You know, outwork everything that's in front of you, so you can, you know, get to the end goal.
My last thing is, what's the relationship with that injury background? Is it something like, well, hey, please stop asking me about this almost every time we talk, or is it like you wear it as kind of like I mean, this is part of my story. I don't know if that makes sense or not.
Like he said again, my bad. I really
Like, I mean, when you think about the injuries, is it like, hey, please quit asking me this every time we talk to each other, or is it like, hey, I kind of wear this as like this is my story
yeah.
to get to this point?
Yeah, this is my story. You know, like once I get to my goal at the end of my career, I'm gonna be like, wow, I went through a lot. I went through a lot of hell, and like, you know, I came out. I persevered. So that's the goal. I mean, that's with me. You know, I had a few injuries in the past, and you know, it's not gonna go away. And you know, I'm gonna embrace it. You know, because I want to come out on the other side of the tunnel with a light at. You know, and I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna say, wow, I really did that. So it's with me.
Thanks, Jamal. I hope that tree's okay, man.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, Jamal, as somebody who's had multiple position coaches in your time here, what do you feel like JMO's been able to do in such a short time to get that connection with you guys?
Yeah, man, Coach Jamal, he's a great guy. He knows how to get the room together. You know, he knows how to get all the guys on the defensive line playing hard. You know, I've been up here a while with a couple of guys already. Like I mentioned Keith and Johnny and Deion Pate and Calvin Avery. You know, I can say that this group is more tight. The way how Coach Jamal got us, you know, tight, and you know, it's a family thing, and I believe that he's doing a great job, and I can't wait to see how far this group takes us.
Am I wrong to maybe assume that he's a little different in the way that he's not really an energy rah guy and kind of treats you guys like adults and just, hey, do your job, and kind of quiet confidence kind of a dude?
Yeah, Coach Damo, he's a laid back guy, you know, but he does know how to turn up sometimes. But yeah, he's a pretty laid back guy, and he knows how to, you know, he treats us like adults, like you said. And you know, you a man, so you gotta, when you make your mistakes, you gotta own up to it. And and that's how a lot of us are in the room, you know, and just make us more tight. You know, we all men in there. We treat each other like men, and we just get out there every day.
Thanks, Jamal. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man.
Hey,
Jamal, I
Jamal.
got one. Oh, good. I got one. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead, Bob. You were ahead of me in line.
Well, got one more. You guys were so close to a bowl last year.
Mhm.
That'd be the minimum, team goal for you, or is there something beyond that coming into 22?
Yeah, I would say the minimum is the Big Ten championship. That's what
Okay.
we're shooting for this year. You know, bowl games and stuff are all good, but at the end of the day, your goal, we want the goal to be big, and we're trying to go to the Big Ten championship.
Does that seem realistic, given where you guys are and who you have coming back?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's seeming way more than realistic. You know, we got a lot of good guys coming in, a lot of guys that was in the past is still on the team, and I just think this team just gonna build and take another step.
Thanks, Jamal.
Appreciate you, Bob.
Hey, Jamal, where's this tree at home that you guys use as a tackling dummy, I guess?
Yeah, man, it's on the side of my house back in Hueytown. I wish I had a picture of it right now. It probably still had the same mark on it from the past, 10 years ago or something like that. We was very little, knocked all the bark off the tree.
Can you kind of describe how big, is it an oak tree? Is it like wide or is it like skinny?
Oh no, this a good description, but it's wide, it's thick. My brother, he was a little linebacker, and but he was feisty though. So he loved hitting and stuff. So he was trying to instill that in me and my younger brother. Me and my brother used to hit each other with the pads on outside in the yard. We hit trees, all kind of stuff, just to make us more tough.
How much do you think tackling this tree, I guess, made you a better football player as a kid?
I don't know. I just did what my brother wanted me to do. I just, I was young and he was the big brother, so I had to do it.
Thanks, Jamal. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, Alex.
You guys are wearing like pads and stuff when you're hitting this, right? This isn't
Yeah.
okay. Oh my
I
god.
probably wouldn't have had no shoulder if I had no pads on. Yeah.
How much older is your brother?
So my brother, I think he's like 7 years older than me. So
Gotcha.
he's a pretty older guy. So
Yeah.
we listen to him all the time.
So it's probably easier for him to do this than younger Jamal and your younger brother.
Yeah, most definitely.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Joey.
Jamal, real quick, what's your older brother's name?
His name Erskine, but we call him Bear. So it's his family name. We call him Bear. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate you.
Hey,
Appreciate y'all.
thanks, Jamal. Take care.
Thanks, Jamal. Appreciate it.